Assalamualaikum and hi everyone who is watching right now. So I am teacher SARA. I am from SMK Perempuan Methodist Melaka, and today I will be presenting on paper 2 part 3 report writing. So first of all, just to recap, paper 2 writing consists of 60 marks, but it's only 25% of the English language SPM paper. And then the total duration is around 90 minutes, and it consists of three parts, which are part 1, short message or email, part 2, directed writing around 125 to 150 words, and lastly part 3, where you have to choose one type of essay out of 3 questions, and it's around 200 to 250 words. Some tips to score writing paper. First of all, and most importantly, is your content must be relevant. Okay, you have to read the question carefully and make sure that you understand the question, and your essay should be relevant to everything that is stated in the question. And then make sure that your readers are well informed. And how to do this is to use the WH questions. Secondly, use the correct tone, register, and language, and make sure your essay is clear so that your readers can understand whatever you are trying to convey in your in your essay. And then thirdly, organize your ideas well, use a variety of cohesive devices and linking words. And lastly, use the correct vocabulary and sentence structure. So don't only use simple sentences throughout your essay, please also include compound and complex sentences. Why do you have to use WH questions in your essay? Is to help you brainstorm for ideas by answering the questions of what happened, who were or was involved, why it happened, how it happened, when it happened, and etc. Other than that, you can also add more details in your essay when you use the WH questions, which will help you to give enough information to the readers. Okay, so just to recap again, okay, because I'm pretty sure the previous presenters from previous sessions have also highlighted cohesive devices and linking words, okay, to help you get more marks in your essay writing. So these are some examples. Okay, you can pause this video to take notes, or you can go to the link that I have provided here to learn more about cohesive devices. Okay, and these are some of the linking words that you can use in your essay, any of your essay, okay, part 1, part 2, or part 3. Okay, and this is the coordinating conjunctions. Okay, so all the cohesive devices, linking words, coordinating conjunctions, they help you to organize your ideas, and also, to organize your ideas and everything. Okay, so that it will be clearer, and your ideas will not be, everywhere in your essay. So paper 2 part 3 has 4 types of essays. Okay, story, article, review, and report. How long should you write? Okay, so when you read the question, you see that the word counts required is around 200 to 250 words. Okay, we can say that the minimum word number required is 200 words. Okay, some of you might think that it is very long and hard to reach that 200 minimum words required. Okay, but think of it like this. You have to write around 4 to 5 paragraphs, okay, because we have one paragraph for introduction, one paragraph for conclusion, so you already have 2 paragraphs. That means the other paragraphs should be the body paragraphs of your essay. So the body paragraphs should be around 2 to 4 paragraphs. Okay, for example, I want to write a minimum of 4 paragraphs. I have the introduction, 2 body paragraphs, and 1 conclusion. So 4 paragraphs total. And then I want to only write a minimum of 200 words. So 200 divided by 4 paragraphs, that will be around 40 to 50 words for each paragraph. If you think it's still long, okay, think of it like this. 40 to 50 words for each paragraph is only around 4 to 5 sentences for each paragraph. So hopefully, after you have, read all these you will be more confident to write essays for part 3 paper 2. Okay, so today let's focus on writing a report. Now, you have already learned this in Form 4 and also Form 5. Okay, if you want to recap, you can look back at your Form 4 textbook in Unit 8, page 122, or you can also look back in your Form 5 textbook, which is in Unit 7, page 92. Okay, why do we write a report? Because we want to give information about a certain thing. It can be information about a survey, it can be information about a product, a service, or it can be an information about problems that you found somewhere. Okay? And then other than that, we also write a report to make suggestions or recommendations. We don't only give information, we don't only highlight the problems, we also give suggestions or recommendations for improvement. Okay, so this is the format of a report. Very easy. Okay, just remember that when starting your report, you should include to who, the receiver. Okay, so it should be the name of the receiver, the position of the receiver, and where does the receiver comes from. For example, if I'm writing a report to the principal of my school, so I will write the name of my principal, comma, the position, which is principal, of SMK something. And then from will be our own name. Okay, just use our own name. Yes, you can create a fake name, but then it will take time. Okay, because you will be thinking of what kind of name you want to write and everything. So to save time and to save you all the trouble, just use your own name. Okay, there's no harm in that. And then the last one is to write the subject, which also means the title of your report. Okay, so it should be just one sentence title, and it should be just short and give the reader enough idea of what you are going to write in your report. So the first paragraph will be the introduction, just like in any essays. Okay, but in report writing, the introduction is to state the purpose of your report. So you can use these phrases to start your introduction. For example, the aim or purpose of this report is to, this is a report on, this report highlights or focuses on something. Okay, so for report writing, introduction consists of only 1 to 2 sentences. Okay, just enough to tell your readers the main idea of your report. Sorry, the general idea of your report. Okay, and then next few paragraphs, okay, will be the main details of your report. So it is based on the introduction. Okay, in the introduction, you only introduce the general idea of your report. So in the next paragraphs, in the main details paragraph, you are going to elaborate more on that main ideas. Okay, so minimum 2 paragraphs, and then you can write until up to 4 paragraphs, up to you if you have enough time and ideas. Okay, so the first paragraph or the first few paragraphs should be the information on what you are writing about. If you are writing about a survey, give enough information about that survey, the purpose of that survey, how many respondents, the duration, and everything. If you are writing about a product, okay, so give enough information about the product, the name of the product, the developer. Okay, maybe you can also include the strengths and weaknesses of the products. Okay, and if you're writing about problems that you found somewhere, for example at your school library, so you can write the what kind of problems that you found. Okay, and then the details of the problems. And then after all that, okay, you have to make suggestions or recommendations. Okay, so it depends on the information that you give. Okay, if you are talking about the problem of the school library, for example, so your suggestions must be related to that. And last paragraph is the conclusion. So conclusion is basically your overall opinion about the main idea of your report, and you can use these following phrases. For example, in conclusion, in my opinion, to sum up. Okay, a report uses formal language. Okay, so how to sound more formal when writing a report, especially when making suggestions or recommendations, you can use passive form of the verb. Let's look at example 1. We could plan a draft before writing the story. So this is an active sentence because we have the subject at the front, which is we, and then we have the verb, could plan, and the object, a draft. Okay, so how to change this sentence into passive form? Easy, okay? In terms of writing a report, for making suggestions or recommendations, you can just exclude the subject. For example, in this case, we cut out the word we, and then we put the object, a draft, in front, okay, in the position of the subject that we just cut out of the sentence, and then followed by the passive form of the verb could plan, and the rest of the sentence. Okay, and the rest of the sentence or phrases. Okay, so let's see the passive form of this sentence for example 1. Okay, so as I said before, we put the object in front. So the object here is a draft. Okay, and then the verb here is could plan, but we change it to passive form. So it becomes could be planned. And then the rest of the sentence before writing the story. Easy, right? So why don't you try example 2? We could prevent the sea level from rising. Okay, try to cut out the word we and then take the object, which is the sea level, put it in the position of we, and then followed by the verb could prevent, but don't forget to change the verb to passive form, and then followed by the rest of the sentence. Pause this video, try it now, and then continue playing this video to check your answer. Okay, done. So this is the answer. The sea level object could be prevented, the passive form of the verb could prevent, and then the rest of the sentence from rising. So hopefully you did the correct sentence. Okay, good job to you. And before I forget to mention, okay, you can also practice changing active sentences to passive sentences by searching on Google. Okay, more exercises on that. Okay, now let's try to write a report. Let's read this question first. You have found several problems with the school canteen. You need to write a report about it to the principal. This report should include the problems found at the school canteen, suggestions for improvement. Write your report. First of all, most importantly, is to identify what kind of essay or what type of essay that you need to write. Okay, so in this case, read the last sentence. Write your report. Usually, the type of essay is in bold. Okay, so in this case, write your report. The word report is in bold, so obviously we have to write a report. Now, who are you writing this report to? Remember the format? The heading, we need to start with to the receiver. So based on the question just now, we need to write the report to the school principal. Okay, so you can use your own school principal's name, or you can create a fake name. And then don't forget the position, which is principal, and also the name of the school. So this is example from me. Okay, so to Mrs. Mary Smith, it is a fake name. I hope that this person does not exist, but if she does exist, so sorry. Okay, this is for education purpose. And then the position is principal, and then the school is SMK Jaya. And then from is your own name, but in this case, I created another fake name, Jerry Dean. Okay, but to save time, just use your own name. Okay, there's no harm in that. And then lastly, the subject is the title of my report. Okay, I'm telling the reader what my report is about. Improvement for the school canteen. What if you don't have any idea how to write the title? Don't worry, look back at the question. Okay, you can find the title in the question itself. First find the main idea in the question, the main idea of the report, what you need to write. Okay, so let's look. You have found several problems with the school canteen. Problems with the school canteen. That can be your title or subject. Or you can also look at the bullets. This report should include what? Okay, you can say the problems found at the school canteen, or you can also say suggestions for improvement of the school canteen. Okay, Either one can be the subject or title of your report. Okay, so this is the heading of your report. Now, what are the highlights of this report? Highlights mean the main idea, okay, the main idea of our report today. So you can just look at the bullets, or you can find the highlights of the main idea in the question itself. So in this case, problems at the school canteen and suggestions to improve it. Okay, so this is the introduction. Okay, just very easy, around 1 to 2 sentences. So write number 1, introduction. Okay, you must have the subtitle. Subheading. Okay, 1, introduction. So I'm going to use this phrase. The purpose of this report is to, okay, highlight the problems found at the school canteen and suggestions to improve it. That's it. Just give a general idea what your report will be about. And then the problems. Okay, so if you read the question carefully just now, it is stated to include problems. Okay, so that means your problem should be more than one. So in this case, I'm going to, give the minimum number of problems. Okay, so I'm going to give 2 problems. First of all, broken benches and tables, and then secondly is dirty surrounding. Okay, but please do not only write the problems at the school canteens are broken benches and tables and dirty surrounding. That's it. Always elaborate your idea by using what? The WH questions. Okay, for example, broken benches and tables. Okay, so I'm going to use the WH question. For example, who found out about the broken benches and tables, or who are affected by that, and what is the problem? Okay, this is the problem. Okay, it's stated here. Why is it a problem? Okay, why is it a problem? Because students will have problem to find seats during recess, and they have to sit somewhere else, like in the classroom and everything. And then how does it affect the school? It may cause students to throw away their food packaging everywhere. Okay, so same with the next problem. Okay, dirty surrounding. What is the problem? Dirty surrounding. How it happened, why it affect the students, and then or why it happened. Okay, how it affect the school and everything. So this is the second paragraph, but the first paragraph of the problem. Okay, broken benches and tables. Okay, so I have divided the problems into 2 paragraphs, because if I combine both problems in 1 paragraph, that paragraph will be very long. Okay, so I divided into 2 paragraphs. So broken benches and tables, this problem started since a few weeks ago. Okay, answered the question when the pupils of SMK Jaya found several broken benches and tables in the canteen. Okay, answered the question who was affected or who were affected. Therefore, some of the pupils had to stand while waiting for empty seats, and some even decided to eat elsewhere. Okay, why is it a problem? And then this then leads to little problems. Okay, that means how it affects the school. Okay, so this is paragraph 2, the first problem. And then this is paragraph 3, the second problem, dirty surrounding. Pupils, okay, answer the question who, have found that the surrounding of the canteen is dirtier than before. Answer the question what. This might be due to the new canteen operator who did not provide enough bins for pupils to throw away their food packaging. Okay, so this answers the question of how it happened. In addition, the new canteen operator did not have enough staff to clean up the dishes and leftovers immediately. And this answers the questions why it happened. So I have used all the WH questions to make sure that my paragraph have enough information for the readers. Okay, next, suggestions for improvements. Since I have come up with 2 problems, so I need to make 2 suggestions to improve or to solve the problem. Okay, so for the first problem was broken benches and tables. So I'm suggesting the principal to replace them with the better quality ones. And for the second problem, dirty surrounding, because of not enough staffs. Okay, the canteen is understaffed, so I've suggested the principal to hire more staffs for the canteen. And then don't forget, okay, before I forget, don't forget to elaborate, give reason why are you suggesting these things, okay? Because the reasons help to support your suggestions and to convince the readers why these are all good suggestions. Okay, so for suggestions, I write in only one paragraph. Okay, I combine both suggestions in one paragraph because suggestion don't have to be very long. It's enough you just put the suggestion and then your reason to support your suggestion. That's it. Okay, let's look. Suggestions for canteen improvement. These are some suggestions proposed by pupils of SMK Jaya. Firstly, the benches and tables could be replaced with better quality ones. Don't forget, use passive form of the verb. Okay, and then I give my reason. This is because the broken ones were not strong enough, so the better quality ones should last even longer. Okay, so I give reason to support my first suggestion. Secondly, more canteen staffs could be hired to help with the cooking, washing dishes, and cleaning. Okay, so I put the suggestion and the reason in one sentence. Lastly, the conclusion. The conclusion is basically your overall opinion of the report. Okay, especially the suggestion. So in conclusion, I've added more reasons to support my suggestion. So here I mentioned more convenient and comfortable and improve the cleanliness. So this is the example of conclusion. Okay, number 5, conclusion. In my opinion, these suggestions could help to improve the school canteen so it will be more convenient and comfortable for the pupils of SMK Jaya to buy food and eat there. Furthermore, these suggestions could help to improve the cleanliness of the canteen to give good impression to the school. So in conclusion paragraph, I've included 2 more reasons to support my suggestions in previous paragraph. Okay, but in conclusion, my suggestions, sorry, in the conclusion paragraph, okay, my reasons are more general. Okay, more general to support my suggestions previously. Okay, so I hope after watching this session, you will be more confident to write a report. Okay, if you ever encountered this type of question, this type of essay later during trial or during your SPM paper. Okay, if you have no problem, you can understand everything very well, or you want to test your understanding, you can try to answer this quiz. Okay, just scan the QR code here or click the link provided in the description box. Okay, answer all the questions and get an e-certificate. The questions are all very easy. They are all very related to this session today. So for the next session, Madam Hafsa Jalani will be presenting. She is from SMK Pernu. She will be presenting on paper 2 part 3, review writing. So that's all for today's session. Thank you for joining my class. Hopefully you get enough knowledge and enough information about how to write a report. Okay, good job if you think you can be more confident to write a report next time. Okay, bye.